that going. And are you online right now?
Yeah, I just sent you a squad invite.
2 seconds. Why am I not seeing it? There it is.
And just let me know whenever you're ready to.
I am good. Probably won't be on super late, but definitely enough to get some games in.
Yeah, you're good. I'll probably head to bed soon too.
Yeah, I got maintenance coming at like 11. Then work after that. Oh, the joys.
Yeah, I've got psych class at 10:15 tomorrow.
You got what class?
Psych
Oh, okay.
101.
I took a psychology class. That wasn't too bad.
No, it's not hard at all. It's mainly just like, basically the professor said if I show up, or basically whoever shows up to all of the lectures and does all of the homework and quizzes and stuff, won't have to take the final. So
Well,
I only
that's
show
really
up so that
easy.
I don't have to take the final.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. Hey,
Yeah,
Vic, how you
so
doing?
I have a 97 in the class, so I just gotta keep showing up so that when the final comes around, I'll just maintain my 97.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Look who we got here. A bunch of Americans. Well, at least I'm American. What are you playing as? German?
Germany, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I could play as Russia. Matter of fact, I think after this game, I'll probably switch over to Russia. I was having more fun on the Russian tanks anyway.
Lol.
But I'm almost to tier 8 in Germany, so I just got a few more to research before.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. We'll try this. See what happens.
Bravo. Driver ready. Gunner ready. Loader ready.
We are BR4. Just looking at Nounder's half-track /88 tank over here. I am going to try and find a decent spot to hide this M10.
Sigma Nation. Bro, what?
Oh, I don't have any 7.3 tier. Like, this is actually my highest tier right here.
Tank, 12 o'clock. Range 350.
Damn it, I missed.
Ooh, buddy.
How did I miss that shot?
Were you moving?
No, I was still, and I fired the round, and it just, like, it hit the rock next to him instead of the actual guy.
Do you have the adjustment of fire upgrade for whatever vehicle you were using?
Yeah, I think so.
Damn, then might have just been
Bad luck.
bad luck or lag.
Yeah, he one-shot me, and it should have easily been a kill, but
Damn, they are 3-capping us quick.
Most of the zones are taken by the enemy. Artillery. Request tech assist.
Ooh.
The Allied forces have captured a zone. Request tech assist.
let's see. There's a lot of smoke out there, but
Request tech assist. Request tech assist. Attention to the map.
I think we got a bomber up there.
Request air support. Excuse me.
Seems like somebody's marking over there. I just can't see him.
Attention to the map.
Yeah, they got planes up now.
Request tech assist.
Or
For
8
Russia, I'm a 2.
Attention to the map.
Okay. I didn't think I saw anybody over there, but just in case.
Request target for airstrike.
This is my highest. We're still fairly new to the game.
Attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the map. Attention to the map.
Let's see.
Attention to the designated
Sorry, I'm
grid
gonna
zone.
reach out in 2 seconds because I'm hearing something.
Enemy!
Just wanna- Damn it. That was my bad. Thanks for the rose.
To the map.
After this round, if you want, you can. It's the same as it is on here.
Request tech assist. The enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack. Attention to the map. Request tech assist. Request tech assist.
Let's-
I agree.
I think we have a third coming in after this round.
Yeah, no worries.
First round of the day and not doing too good.
But
The enemy controls most of the strategic zones. Artillery strike. Coordinates. Charlie. 3. Destroy. Charlie. 3. Acknowledge. Open fire.
Okay, yeah, like 4 is literally my highest BR, so I can't go any higher than that.
Attention to the designated grid zone.
Oh, jeez.
Fuck, I missed that shot.
Allied forces have
I don't think
captured
they have any
Rome.
planes in the air right now.
You said what?
Oh, there's one.
Forward. Roger. Advancing.
Let me see which way this guy goes.
Ah, 350. Height, 1,000 meters. Request air support. Forward. Roger. Advancing.
Turn to the right, turn to the right.
We don't have the advantage anymore. Request target for airstrike.
Left horses.
Cover me.
Oh, he got him.
Ah! If we don't do something, the enemy will win.
I get the feeling we got people at our spawn.
No, 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 no. I'm dead.
Request second in. Request target for airstrike.
I survived. Okay. There is a dude right there. Oh, you're on the opposite side?
Yeah. Are you, did you mark a plane? Is that what you did?
No, I marked an enemy tank.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all I got is an AA vehicle right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, both of my other tanks got destroyed before I could even do anything.
Attention to the map.
Okay, that is ours. You can, but like personally, I don't want to spend $10, $15 on like a single vehicle. I'd personally rather just kind of grind them out. Maybe at some point I'll get a premium, but till then, I thought I saw a plane in the sky a second ago. Like on the other side of those trees.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning. Forward. Roger. Advancing. Attack the B point. Attack the B point.
Oh my god, I killed a tank with this thing.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Okay, this AA gun can apparently destroy tanks.
Strike. Coordinates. Counter. War. Destroy.
I did not realize that that was a thing.
Open fire. Attack the B point.
Let's see. Oh, there's one.
We're about to lose. Dang.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
It's just ironic that the only kill that I got was with an AA gun, and I killed a tank with it.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. Like, there's a few AA in this game, especially at this BR, that are absolute monsters.
Yeah.
The Lost Forces have captured a zone.
Ah, that could have been better.
Are we picking somebody up?
I believe so.
What's
me,
their game name?
I don't think he sent a friend request yet. His is capital H, lowercase p, underscore Vic. So
Like VIC?
Yep, VIC 2OH9.
I sent him a squad invite.
Sweet. Okay. Yep, there he is.
Just let me know when you're ready to.
Okay. I am ready.
Actually, I'm gonna switch to Russia. Then okay. There we go.
Hey, still, how you doing? So far, yeah. This is our second game for the night, and the first one was a clusterfuck. At least in my opinion, it was. Yeah, this is my highest tier right here, is 4.0 for Americans. Navy, though, I'm a 4.7, so it's a little bit higher, but I don't think a lot of people like playing Navy. Jesus, 3,000 hours. Let me see here really quick. Sorry, I'm checking something really quick. Honestly, I think it's been kind of slow the past couple days, no matter which tier. Give me some, or bought you immense pain. I think it's War Thunder. I think everybody has gone through immense pain because of this game at some point or another. What about you? How's the game going for you? Has it brought you a lot of pain? Salt?
Yeah, I I think it just started to click for me recently, so I feel like I'm a lot better than I used to be though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I started playing in 2021 and played almost every day for like 6 months, and only played Germany because I had the Leopard A1 L44 premium that my buddy bought me, and so I
Uh-huh.
was kind of just I didn't even play low tier. Like I jumped straight into what at the time was I think second highest tier because they've since added a new tier tank. Um, and so I had no idea what I was doing. It was frustrating. But on my own, I've started playing like low tier just to have fun and like chill, and that actually helped me play a lot better. So
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm gonna switch to America. I'm unreadying us so I can.
Okay.
I just give me a second to set up a lineup for America.
Okay. Really quick, I am going to go grab a couple of things. I'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Yeah. Ooh, Chaffee. I forgot I had this thing.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Into your vehicles!
Ready up.
Driver ready. Gunner ready.
Attack the B point!
Okay, I'm back. I did not realize the game started.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you were already back.
Oh no, you're good. Like, 'cause I didn't hit ready, so I was like, oh wait a minute, what the hell? Well, I'm gonna use my AA tank and see what all I can do with it. But your first premium, you were 6.7. Okay.
Been hit.
Well, I got some decent hits on it.
Oh shoot.
Hey Dom, how you doing?
We've been hit.
I always had the worst luck with these freaking tanks, I swear. Like, tanks in front of me, they don't get hit. I come up, I get hit. How's War Thunder treat me? Like I'm about to throw my computer out the window. And it's only our second game.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Just hit 10. This is the highest BR that I am right now.
Yeah, you gave me your couple of buddy. Oh! Baby.
Hey, what's up there? How you doing? I am from the U.S. and I personally don't really give out my name or anything on stream. Let's see.
Ah.
Guess we can kind of move up a little bit.
Oh, they're about to be like spawn locked. You can move up a lot of it if you want.
Oh, okay, sweet. Oh, they're coming in with a lot of Stukas. They got 1, 2. Jeez. Now I wish I had my AA tank. Good to meet ya, and currently we actually have a full team.
Enemy forces have captured that zone.
We've been hit!
Attention to the map.
Come on, poke your head up, poke your head up.
Attention to the designated grid zone. Thank you very much. Attention to the map.
Roger, advancing. Target destroyed! Up, up, up!
Ah, saw him at the last second there.
Just a little more.
Yeah, just mean like for tonight, we're kind of full.
Thank you very much.
So I'm honestly not going to be on super late. It's the joys of work and adulting. We got a couple of tank destroyers over at A right now.
Another zone captured. We have the advantage.
Let's see.
Artillery strike! Coordinate! Delta! 3! Destroy! Delta! 3! Acknowledge! Open fire!
Nice shot.
Thank you. It's like not Not gonna lie, I am honestly shocked that I actually hit that damn thing.
HP out here wrecking shit, bro.
Ninth place, I will take it. Let me check something. Modifications. Okay, so that one's good on mods. The Stewart needs mods. So might as well get them. Okay. Yeah, I saw that, dude. I'm lucky I got 3.
Sorry, I'm just finishing up purchasing upgrades.
Oh no, you're good.
There we go. Have you researched the Chaffee yet? The M24?
Yeah, I actually had that right now.
I was gonna say the M24 is absolutely legit.
Yeah, the few times I've used, well, I shouldn't say few times, but the times I have used it, I've been like really impressed with it.
It's quick. Its turret traverse is pretty good. It has scouting, but it also has decent armor protection if they don't hit your turret.
Ah. Let's get rid of that. We'll put some of those right there.
Into your vehicles.
I'm gonna use my Stewart.
Gunner ready.
I'm trying to research a few more vehicles because I think the next tank that I get is like a 6. It's the M18, and I don't want to bring all these low-tier tanks in there until I have something a little bit better.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
So someone's popping off a lot of smoke out there.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Forward. Roger. Advancing.
Oh no, that's not a tank. Never mind. Where is he?
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Oh,
Someone was just picking off these tanks. Every time I marked him, it was just bang, 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 one hit.
Roger. Advancing.
Oh, damn. I didn't see that.
Where the heck did they even come from? Oh, I saw him. It's another Russian tank.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
You want to help me something if you're bored?
Say again.
You want to help me with something if you're bored?
What do you need help with?
Ask me random pilot questions to see if I can answer it.
Ask you random what questions?
Any, like, random private pilot questions that I may need to know to see
Ooh,
if I can actually
okay.
get them right. It's like 20 questions, but pilot edition.
Give me a second to think of some good ones that usually trip people up. Can you explain to me the differences between the different types of medicals?
So, a third-class medical is kinda in a way the same as a basic med. You still can't fly for hire or anything like that with it. You can carry up to a certain number of passengers, and I believe up to 250 horsepower aircraft, but it can't exceed 200 if I'm not mistaken on that. Second class medical is what you need for commercial ratings, and then your first class is like what your ATP and airline pilots and such need.
I think that's a pretty decent generalization. And now, if I asked you, like, hey, if I pay for all the gas and you rent the plane in your name, could you drop me off in Vegas? Like, just fly me to Vegas and then
I think
like do whatever.
I think it depends, because like in the regulations it says pro rata share, like no more than pro rata, so I think it's like if it's 50-50 it's okay, but if I rent the plane but gas turns out to be more than what I paid, then we're not able to do it. But if it's like a split 50-50 cost, I think we can.
So the prorated shares, yeah, that's the key word. But you also have to be careful because flight time can be considered compensation.
Oh, really?
So yes. So if somebody says like I'll pay for all the costs, or even if they own the plane and they're not paying you anything, but they own the plane and they're like, hey, you know, can you fly me like somewhere? I lost my medical, I can't fly. Can you fly me somewhere? Then that you have to be wary of like flight hours as compensation, because that has been, there was a what do you call it? Illegal I forget the exact definition, but the FAA has a legal department where they issue rulings.
Uh-huh.
And that was like one of their important rulings that flight time is considered compensation.
Interesting. Okay. Like I could see that, and at the same time, like I don't know how you would.
Oh, interesting.
Like,
Where did that
how
come
you
from?
would calculate that, if that makes sense.
Oh, from the left? Oh, I didn't see that guy at all. Damn. I'm going back to hangar whenever you guys are there. Just let me know.
Okay. I have one, maybe two more tanks left. I'll have to see how it plays out.
No, you're good. Take your time. Can you banner tow with a private pilot license?
I think yes, as long as you're not being paid for it.
You can, in some instances, actually be paid for banner towing. Don't quote me on like exactly what they are, but you are allowed to do it. It's really weird. I haven't found the FAA's like legal ruling on it, like for why it's acceptable or not. But yeah, banner towing is like one of the few things you can do that's acceptable.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say
there-
like unless you had a commercial, I didn't think it was actually legal unless it was something where it was like your own banner or you're doing it as like
Yeah,
a charity thing or something.
there is also, like, did you know that if you were a commercial student and I didn't have my medical, like I actually currently don't have a medical because I'm not flying right now. Did you know that if you wanted to get your commercial license, I can actually instruct you with no medical?
Now, is that just like for a ground portion, or can you actually like be up in the
No,
air?
I can fly with you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So if you think about it like step by step, if you were going for your commercial, you would already have your private pilot, correct?
Right.
So having your private pilot, when you do commercial training, you are acting as PIC the entire time.
Hmm.
Even though you're still technically in a training capacity, you are a PIC of your flight the entire time.
Okay, gotcha.
So the only time you are not PIC is if they make you do foggles for upset training or whatever. So then the PIC would revert to me, but in the instance of like there's an emergency, you can flip the foggles off and take over control of the plane anyway. So the FAA sees that and says like, okay, like for instances where you already have the authority to take PIC of the airplane, a flight instructor who has no current medical can actually act as your flight instructor. Now, would you want a flight instructor that doesn't have a current medical?
Probably not.
That's up to you. I mean, that's up to you.
Like just in case, but
Yeah, for sure. But yeah. So technically, if you ever, I don't know if that's a gotcha or not, but if like a DPE or anything asks you like, oh, can you receive training from a flight instructor who doesn't have a medical? You absolutely can. If it's commercial or where you as a pilot can act as PIC.
okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Let's see, I don't want to use my last thing here, so I think I'm going to go back to hangar.
You'll lose that crew for like a minute or two, which is,
Oh,
I mean,
then never
honestly,
mind.
not a. Yeah, what I would do is I just take it out and die pretty, like, run into battle, see if we can get a couple kills. I'm not in any rush. I don't think HP is in
Now,
any rush either.
one thing that kind of still gets me is like how long medicals are technically good for, because
yeah.
So I know
So
a first class is good for a year if you're under the age of 40.
Yep.
And then it reverts to a third class medical for 4 years, I believe.
Yes, for the remaining 4 years.
Yeah, and then it's 6 months if you're over 40, and I think 2 years for the other, or is it still?
No, so if you're over 40 and you get a first class, but then you don't renew it after that 6 months, so you get 6 months at first class privileges, you get 6 months at second class privileges, and then the remaining 4 years at third class privileges.
Okay. Sorry, I had a lot going on in my head right here. Can you say it one more time?
Yeah, no worries. So, over 40, you receive your first class medical. You don't renew that medical, like you don't renew that first class after that 6 months. It reverts to a second class privileges for 6 months.
Okay.
And then after that 6 months, it reverts to third class privileges for 4 years.
Okay, gotcha. And then is that kind of the same with the second class?
So if you get a second class, then I believe that a second class is only good for a year as well. So you get the second class for a year, and then for the rest of the time you get a third class privileges. So for the rest of the 4.
Okay.
I'd have to actually look that up because I'm not 100% positive on that, but I'm 99% sure that it's just a year.
Okay. And thanks for the follow. Okay. And I am back in the lobby, so I am ready when you are. Okay. And next one, what do you got?
I don't know. I think HP is still. Oh, he's still in game.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. So, the medical. We talked about weather the other day. I'm trying to think of things that I got asked when I was in private pilot. Man. Oh, I think he's. Yeah, there we go. He's ready. Let's see. Can you explain to me how an altimeter works?
It's kind of a tough one. So it relies on kind of both the pitot tube and, or not the pitot tube, sorry, the static port and the air pressure that's outside. So it's got a, let me think if I can remember how this is. It's measuring the air differences outside the aircraft. Now, of course, that's not going to be 100% accurate all the time, because if it's above or below standard temperature, it's going to kind of have like different readings on it.
So
how do I?
when you are about to, like, when you're getting weather, right?
Mhm.
What's the key thing that you're listening for when you get weather regarding your altimeter? Like, what are you listening for?
Like if they say like altimeter
Yeah. Okay.
3001, for example, so you're going
Yes.
to change it to 3001, so that way it's accounting
So-
for the density altitude that you're possibly at.
Okay. So when you were talking about, okay, the temperature and all that, so what you're saying is when you get that reading, have they already done the calculations for you by just setting the altimeter, right?
So I don't believe so. So it's going to be what the air pressure is outside, but then we still have to calculate the density altitude if it's like a really hot day, for example.
So you calculate density altitude not for the altimeter, you calculate the density altitude for performance.
Right.
So specifically in regards to the altimeter, all you have to say is, hey, it uses ambient air pressure from the static port on the side of the airplane. There is a bit of trapped air inside of the altimeter, and when ambient pressure air enters the case of the altimeter, there's a bellows that either expands or compresses, moving the altimeter, right, or the needle on the altimeter.
Okay.
So when you're setting the barometric pressure, like in your instance you said 3001, when you're setting that on the altimeter, you are calibrating the altimeter to the temperature and pressure of your area. There's nothing calculated on your end about it. You just dial it in.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if you get to the airport, you already have your flight plan. What's a good way that you can tell me, which direction you're going to take off from?
The
Like, what's the easiest, most simple way?
Well, the easiest one is like standing outside, put your thumb up in the air, and seeing like which way it's blowing. But you could do that. Like if there's a windsock or a flag or anything like that, you can kind of get an idea about like what direction.
Okay, so the airport that you're at has an ATIS.
Sorry. Getting shot up here. But yeah, you can load up the ATIS. If you do like a weather brief beforehand, like let's just say I did one the night before and I get there in the morning, I do like an abbreviated brief or something like that. I think that they'll kind of give us a little bit more information on that.
So when you're listening to the ATIS, it gives you a wind direction, right?
Yes.
So basically, just listen to the ATIS, listen for the wind direction, whichever runway lines up closest to that, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were talking about like before we even start the plane or anything like that. Just kind of like
No, yeah. So, do they not make you listen to the ATIS before you get out to the airplane?
Oh, I haven't set foot in the plane for flight school yet.
Oh, gotcha. So yeah, usually what they'll have you do is you'll look up like the digital ATIS using the what do you call it? 1-800 WX brief.
Oh, like that. I haven't used that one. I've been using that aviationweather.gov one and looking at like the VTAR and everything. So like I look at that kind of for the weather throughout the day, just to kind of practice. If that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that's a good habit. So 1-800 WX brief is really nice because that can give you complete en route weather too. And so if you type in like what do you call them, like GPS data points, if you are using GPS as your like primary source of navigation, then it can take those GPS data points and generate a weather report for the entire route for you. And that's government sourced too, so that's like legit like information.
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh, I realized this popped out over here. And I'm back to hangar. I'm just yapping and not paying attention to what I'm doing.
Say that's pretty much me right now. I'm about to die.
So yeah, the process of like your pre-flight before you get in the airplane is usually like you show up, and the first thing you do is you find out what plane you're going to be flying. And if you're flying at like a flight school that only has one airplane, then cool, you already know what flight, you already know what plane you're going to be in. So you would first pull up the weather, because if weather's not good, you're not flying, right? So like that's like your first your first indicator. So you do the things that can basically throw out your plans first. Like the biggest, easiest things is like obviously weather, and then maintenance, right? And then kind of weight and balance, because if you brought too much stuff and it's like non-negotiable, you have to have this stuff for this flight, but it's putting you overweight, then that will like also scratch the flight for the day. So like, but first thing is, go ahead.
But now you can't do things like drain some of the fuel out if it's a short flight or.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just talking in like a general sense, right? So like, weather is like, if the weather is bad, you can't drain fuel for that, so like that's the number one. Like weather is always going to be like your first go no go. And if the weather's good, then you're going to check maintenance and make sure that any maintenance that might be due is done, or if it was recently done, that it was signed off on. And then the third one is like your what do you call it? Your weight and balance and like that kind of general stuff, because those almost never will kind of scratch your flight. I've had it happen once to me, but that was on like a family flight day where I was taking up both my parents, and I couldn't fit both my parents in the plane. We could physically, but we would have been overweight.
Gotcha.
And so we had to. My dad ended up staying behind, and me and my mom went. So, but when you get there, so like I'm saying that so that you kind of realize like you're going to check weather first. That's always going to be like your go-to number one.
Right.
So you open up whatever your preferred approved weather app or website or whatever. You check the weather, and when you're checking the weather, it'll give you the wind direction and speed. And so you go, okay, like the winds are from 130 at 5 knots. And then you go, okay, what runway is closest to 130? Well, we've got a runway 120, and then so you just pick the runway that's, because that's only 10 degrees off, right?
Right.
And estimated, because it's rounded to the nearest 10 degrees. So you go, okay, Like now I know what runway I'm taking off, and that actually can like relieve a lot of like. Now I know a general taxi route that I'm going to be taking when I get out there. So I'll get my taxi instructions and I'll listen for my taxi instructions, because you don't want to just assume, you want to still be listening, but you can always have a pre-prepared plan and then change that plan if anything changes, right?
Right.
But the more information you have, and you can, like, the more things you can kind of gear yourself up to expect, the easier and smoother your flight's going to be. So if you can write down your expected taxi before you get your actual taxi instructions, and then boom, because you've already written it down and you do get what you expected, that removes the step of like having to write down your taxi instructions. You can just read back what you already have written and begin your taxi once you're cleared. You don't have to like figure it out in the moment. And I can tell you, I went my entire private training without doing that one step, and as soon as I started doing that, my flow from, you know, startup to taxi and takeoff was probably reduced by about 50% workload, because I was so worried about like, you know, getting everything down and repeating back and blah blah blah. But if I already have most of it written down and an expected, so even if you don't get your expected, the first couple legs of your taxi are probably going to be what you expect. You'll just change maybe one or two depending on how complicated the airport is that you're flying out of. And so you can boom boom boom, like say the first two steps of your taxi are correct, and then they switch up on you and they change it to like something different. You can just scratch out the last couple of steps and write what the new couple of steps are, right? So
Okay.
if they tell you like, oh, turn out on Echo, and then taxi Echo Yankee 1 Bravo, hold short of the runway at Bravo, you know, and you already have most of that written down, you just have to scratch out a couple of them and then rewrite whatever the new one is.
Prepare for engine start.
So that just, it's like a simple time saver slash, because most of being a pilot is resource management. You're like managing, and you are a resource, right?
Right.
And so if you're managing your personal stress, then you'll find yourself having like much better flights and much easier, like less stressful flights too.
Yeah.
And the less stressed you are, the more, like, the better you learn, and the better you learn, the better pilot you're gonna be.
Yeah, because the falling behind the airplane and everything is kind of the one thing that I keep hearing about, and I keep trying to think of ways to avoid that, obviously, but, you know, it's easier said than done, I think, most of the time.
Yeah, and I think very rarely will you actually like truly fall behind the airplane, because once you fall behind the airplane, it should be on your instructor to like help pick up the slack, especially for your first like few flight lessons. And like once you get comfortable with like where your instructor wants you to be, then you can start kind of figuring out what you need to do, and then where they'll pick up the slack, and then you kind of just work as a team after that. But yeah, man, just like little things, like just having your taxi route prepared is going to save you so much time and just heartache.
Oh, for sure.
I'm ready if I see the HP's ready to just
Yeah, I'm just buying some stuff really quick.
oh yeah, you're good.
Okay, I'm ready.
So yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
I know
like,
I asked about the altimeter, but that kind of led into weather, and then weather kind of led into taxiing, and it all is interconnected.
no, yeah, it definitely is, and like I swear I was listening, but at the same time I was like, okay, let me just make sure I don't die here. But no, yeah, all that definitely makes sense. I know one of the things about like weather and everything is making sure we don't go past our personal minimums, and that's
Yeah,
kinda, like one of the things the instructors like. We'll kind of find out what they are. Like if you don't like flying in 20-knot crosswinds, then we'll do a 15-knot crosswind as your maximum, or
which
something
is
like that.
hilarious, because any instructor that lets you take off in even 15-knot crosswinds is a psychopath that needs to have
really?
their CFI license taken away. Oh yeah, dude. Like it, like for your so you need a crosswind endorsement when you start flying solo for your private pilot license. And so like usually a 7-knot crosswind is considered like a good starting point. So anything over 7 knots is a no-go for you.
Oh, I gotcha.
That's the usual. Now, don't get me wrong, if you demonstrate that you have pretty good idea of what it takes for crosswind correction on takeoff, like your instructor might bump that up to say, I don't know, 10 knots, but yeah, 15 knots is crazy.
Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha.
Some trainer aircraft, the max takeoff crosswind per the POH is like 15 knots. I know the Archer, the max crosswind was 20 knots.
Oh, okay.
And I think the what do you call it? The Cessna 172 at the one that I think the max per POH was 25 knots.
25 knots. Okay. Ah. Damn it. That's all like going so much better in my head.
Artillery strike! Coordinate! Counter! Forward! Destroy! Delta! Go! Acknowledge! Open fire! Attention to the designated grid zone. Attention to the designated grid zone. Most of the zones are under enemy's control.
New kill assist. I mean, I'll take it.
We've been hit!
That's a friendly tank. Okay. Alrighty, what's your next one?
We are losing.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Forward!
Roger. Advancing.
Damn.
The enemy is controlling most of the zones.
Artillery strike incoming!
Where the heck did they come from?
I forgot that American medium tanks get a low speed stabilizer at such a low BR.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I think it's below 5 miles an hour. It's stabilized.
use my AA tank, I think. Luckily, I think I have all my tanks maxed out on most points and such, so all I need to do is just research a few extras, and we can go into VR6.
Oh my god. I love not being able to hear something until it's like right on top of me. It's great.
Oh yeah, definitely. So Vic's there, he's in a plane.
Yeah, he's messing stuff up in a plane pretty good.
But alright, what's your next question?
Give me 1 second to think. How familiar are you with spin recovery?
I've never done it, but I kind of know what it is.
Do you know so there's an acronym that they teach, I think it's in the P-hack even?
Pair.
Uh.
Pull power, ailerons neutral, rudder in the opposite direction of the spin, and elevator backwards.
So back pressure is like the generally accepted like version of the elevator backwards. So you say like elevator.
Yeah,
it's
it's pulling back like you're pulling back.
Yeah.
Video.
Towards you. Yeah, I knew what you meant. I was just like
Oh, okay.
kind of just cleaning up some of the terminology, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But so you got pair down. That's actually really good. How can you tell the direction that a plane is spinning when it is spinning?
Either the attitude indicator, you look at like the direction it's spinning. If it's going counterclockwise, you're in a left spin, so you need right aileron, and vice versa.
So there's actually a quicker way. You don't have to look at anything.
I was gonna say the other one's like looking out the window. You know, you can kind of.
So what I was gonna say is when you have your feet on the rudders, because your feet are always gonna be on the rudder pedals, whichever foot has the rudder pedal that's that can actually do something. So when it's in a spin, you won't be able to push on one of them. It'll just already be basically like flat on the floor. The other one, when you push on it, it's gonna have some resistance. So like it's almost kind of a foolproof way of like you don't even have to look at like an attitude indicator. You don't have to look at anything. You just push on the one that has resistance, and bam, you figured out which way you need to counter the spin.
Okay, I gotcha. I'll mine them. Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. It's free to play. It's War Thunder. But yeah, got pair down. And yeah.
Do something fast, the enemy will win.
Oh, non-pen on the gunner port. Unfortunate.
They had a lot of planes up here, and now there's not a single plane in the sky right as I get my AA gun.
Attack the B point.
What are we talking about? Salt and Pepper here is quizzing me so I can see like how ready I am for my FAA written exam. So it's a really good way for me to just kind of practice what I know and see if I can actually put it into words on what I'm trying to convey.
Sorry, I'm. Whew.
Oh no, you're good.
Well, I'm dead. I'm not dead. Oh, this is a IS-1. Don't or KV1, one of the two. I can never remember that.
Yeah, I had to go get myself killed so I can get a better tank.
At work. Yeah, he got me. Dang. He just wiggled his barrel so I couldn't take it out. It sucks. I will see you back at the hangar.
Yeah, this is my last tank, so I'll be back in just a few minutes.
We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning. Defend the B point.
Let's see.
Advancing.
Attack the B point.
I'm pulling up the ACS right now.
Oh, okay.
We no longer have the advantage.
Target destroyed.
There's a kill.
Okay. What are some things that you need before you can, in good conscience? So what does your plane need? Right? There, I know we had an acronym for like the different things that we needed, but can you tell me some of them?
Sorry, 2 seconds. I'm fighting a KV1 here.
Yeah, it's probably saying that it killed me.
So like, as an example, are you asking,
So, like, in order to be legal for flight, we use an acronym called ARROW, or ARROW-G, if you have the G1000.
okay, yeah, so with that one, basically, it would be, you need your weight and balance, information, your POH, airworthiness certificate, the registration, and the radio operator license if you're going international.
Okay. And then, there's also, weather is another one, too, so you have to be current on the weather.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant like just whether like documentation that would need to be in the airplane. Yeah, other stuff that you would need for that is, as you said, weather, enough fuel. Make sure you have enough fuel in your reserves just in
Yeah.
case. Let me think here. Back, like, to me personally, like if I'm using a G1000 or not G1000, if I'm using an iPad, I'd bring like one of those portable battery banks just in case.
So you covered, I think, all of ARROW. So airworthiness certificate, registration, both state and federal. If your state does aircraft registration, does Kansas does Kansas do state registration for airplanes?
That I am honestly not sure.
But yeah, that's you should look into that and see if that's a thing, because I know Arizona and California has it, but I know not every state has it. But yeah, when I said the R registration, I always made sure to say state and federal, so that they knew I knew what I was talking about. But yeah, then you radio operator license. That's also good if you're flying internationally. O is operating limitations, and then W is weight and balance, which you got. And then so the G in ARROW G is the G1000 manual. So that's another thing that you should have in the airplane if you have a G1000. And then the other thing is Aviate, right? Are you familiar with Aviate?
Um,
It's AV1 8 AV1 8.
I think I've heard it. I'm trying to remember what it was.
So Aviate is the mnemonic or acronym or whatever for the so before you go on a flight, you should be checking these to make sure that they are up to date. So it's kind of, it falls in the realm of like maintenance, but it's more their checks or certificates that need to be updated at certain intervals.
Mhm.
So the A in Aviate would be like altimeter, right?
Uh-huh.
And then
Okay, so altimeter, vertical speed indicator, your tachometer, geez, it's been a minute since I looked at those. Vertical speed indicator, altimeter, tachometer. That's all I can remember.
So you were right when you said the altimeter. Or
Mhm.
sorry, yeah, you were right when you said the altimeter. But Aviate in general refers to the annual inspection.
Oh, I'm thinking 8
The
tomato flames.
Yeah, eight tomato flames probably was what I was going to move to next. So Aviate is annual inspection, VOR check,
Mhm.
100-hour inspection. That's why I was like the I is technically like a 1. The airworthiness directives. Then you have the transponder check, the ELT inspection, and this static system and altimeter. So that's what I was like. You're kind of right when you were talking about the altimeter. That is on there, but it's just encompassed by the pedostatic system instead.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So a tomato flames is the minimum equipment, like a generalized minimum equipment for like pre-flight. Like if you don't have these things, you can't do day VFR.
Mhm.
So that's what you were talking about. So a tomato flames is like the altimeter, right? And then the tachometer, the oil
like-
pressure gauge.
Yeah, the
Um,
altimeter, temperature gauge, ELT, your magnetic compass, your collision lights.
so those are
Uh,
anti-collision lights.
oh yeah, yeah. Anti collision lights. Your manifold pressure.
If you are flying what type of airplane?
Constant or a constant speed propeller.
So the manifold pressure specifically is more in reference to turbocharged.
Oh, okay.
So like a turbocharged aircraft. The for constant speed propeller airplanes, um, manifold pressure is a thing. It's what they use to like sync up the props, but like the manifold pressure gauge is more, I think, in reference to turbocharged airplanes, because you
Oh,
don't
okay.
want to. So you don't want to blow up your engine, right? So if the manifold pressure is getting too high because your turbo is over pressurizing the intake, then that can cause your engine to die. So the manifold pressure is more like, oh, turbocharger on an airplane.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it seems like you got a good handle on like the pre-flight documents and oh, okay. So what documents do you personally need if you're gonna go out flying?
My student pilot endorsement. Like if I'm at a solo, my medical, a government issued ID, it's like driver's license or something with my
Uh-huh.
photo on it. I'm missing one. What is it?
What do you use after every flight? Like, what would an instructor use in combination with your flight? So, It has something to do with logging your flight hours, right?
Oh, sorry, 2 seconds. Someone just shot me from the back. I'm trying to figure out like who it was.
It's a
logbook.
friendly, probably.
Oh no, they're enemies. They flanked us.
They got
but-
behind you?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
they're
crazy.
already over here. See where I'm pointing?
Oh, insane. Oh, that's not behind you. It's okay, to your right. I was like thinking from like spawn area.
Damn it. But your logbook.
Yes, logbook.
Yeah, and then I know the I'm safe checklist.
Oh, yeah.
For that, so you know the are you ill? Do you have any stresses, external pressures, medications that you might be on?
Don't have get there itis.
Yeah. Fly with time to spare, not by your hair, is what I was told.
That's a good one.
We're ahead of the enemy. Hit! We've been hit! Fire! Forward! Roger! Advancing!
Okay.
The enemy has captured most of the strategic zones.
That was crazy. Dude absolutely bopped me.
Target hit!
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sitting here in a Stewart fighting a T-34.
What BR is this Stewart?
2.7.
Oh, bro, you need to grab something else. That Stewart isn't gonna do shit here.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm researching a tank to replace it right now, but because otherwise, like the other tank I have that I can replace it with is an M18, and that's a 6.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind going up to 6 if you got the tank.
Okay, I could probably put it in there. You got work tomorrow? Me too. Me too. I'm gonna be calling it a night here, coming up myself.
Artillery strike! Coordinates! Echo! 4! Destroy!
Echo! Power! Acknowledge! Open fire!
Droid tanks everywhere.
Our victory is near.
Artillery strike. Coordinates. Echo. 3. Destroy.
Echo. 3. Acknowledge. Open fire. Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Oh shit.
On the way. Fire.
Jeez, these are all hitting and they're not doing anything.
On the way. On the way. Fire.
Oh shit. That is insanely stupid.
Well, I'm probably gonna die.
Keep it up, and victory will be ours. Attention to the designated grid square. Attention to the designated grid zone.
Artillery strike. Coordinates. Echo. 4. Destroy.
Echo. Full. Acknowledged. Open fire.
Let's see, do they have any planes anywhere?
I hate some of these trolly Russian tanks at this BR. I mean,
Russian bias.
The enemy has most of the strategic zones.
Forward. Roger. Advancing.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Like I was sitting there getting pin shots, killing like the gunners and everything, and it wouldn't, like this tank wouldn't die. I put 10 rounds into it, almost point blank range.
gotta find the ammo at that point. If you're penning and you're looking for
Oh,
a
I was
crew,
only pinning at the, like in the turret ring, which is where I was
Oh.
shooting. Because every other round was like bouncing off that frontal armor.
Advancing.
Still kind of shocked that there's not a enemy plane up in the air right now.
Keep him busy. Just stay out of the... Oh, never mind. There was somebody right up the center of the street. Oh, man. Back to hangar I go. Very fun, very cool.
Artillery strike. Coordinates. Delta. 4. Destroy.
Delta, move. Acknowledge. Open fire.
I'll say there's only like a couple of us left.
Objective failed. Regroup.
Ah,
Did
that
you
was
want to
terrible.
move up to 6-0?
Let me see. Yeah, I think I can buy both of my tanks now. Let me replace everything really quick. Okay, so M4A1 with a 76.
Oh, it looks like HP dropped out.
Oh yeah, he said he had to go to work in the morning. This might be my
Oh.
last game myself, but we'll see.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, I think I am ready. I've got an M18 at a 6, an M4A1 76mm at a 5, M4A2 at a 4, and M24 at a 3.7.
All right, whenever you're ready, we can...
Okay.
I've got a Panther G, a Panther A, a Tiger E, and a Panzer 470.
There you go.
6.66 and a 5.7.
Lol.
I don't know how much I have researched on a lot of these things. Oh yeah, not a lot. I think my Tiger E is fully spaded. It is not. Dang. Yeah, a lot of this I have no upgrades, so we'll see how it goes. I used to play a lot of 5.7. That's probably why I was like, I have other Panthers at 5.7 that are spaded. Yeah, the Tiger H1, I think I have all. Yeah, I have that all spaded.
Okay.
Panther D, I think I have spaded. Yes, I do have the Panther D spaded at 5.3. Wait till you research something with a laser rangefinder, then everything changes.
Do what now?
Wait till you research something with a laser rangefinder, then everything changes.
Oh.
And then you can get thermals. Oh, man.
It's like just rubbing it in at that point.
So this game actually models Gen 1, 2, and 3 thermals. So like Gen 1 thermals are really, like when you use them for the first time, you're like, whoa, this is amazing. And then you use Gen 3 thermals and you're like, wow, Gen 1 thermals absolutely blow.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see like what the jets and everything are going to be like in this game.
The jets are super crazy. Like the aviation aspect, like they have a bunch of different AIM missiles. Like they have AIM 9Bs, AIM 9 fucking like Fs. Like they have all kinds of like they have like sidewinders. They have all kinds of stuff, man. It's
Yeah, it's like a
pretty
little bit of
crazy.
everything.
And the cool thing too is when you get to like some of the higher tiers, I think starting at 11.0 or 11.3, you can use an MQ-1 drone that comes with 2 bombs. Like you don't have to research it or anything. It's just part of your loadout. So if you get 750 spawn points, you can bring it out and drop 2 free laser guided bombs, which is pretty dope.
Oh, nice. Let's see.
So that M18 that you have is honestly legit. That thing is awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's quick. It's open top though, so like you have to be pretty wary of like planes strafing you. But it's fast. It has a really good cannon and like it has a really good round. And it's kind of like its whole thing is like its armor is its mobility, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The British tech tree actually has one called the Achilles. It's an identical vehicle, I think. I don't think there's any changes to it. But the Achilles and the M18 are both really cool. They're, like I said, mobility is pretty good. Cannon's great. Armor's decent from the front, I think, as long as they don't pen and hit your crew. Usually,
I gotcha,
hit you or overpressure you.
Oh, man. Trying to think of what else there is that I might be stuck on.
That was the, what do you call it? The Sorry, I was looking at the ACS scene if I could see anything that I hadn't brought up yet.
Oh, no, you're good.
Into your vehicle.
Driver ready. Driver ready.
Ooh, this thing is fast.
Go right here and aim for right over here.
Wait, what am I doing? Aiming for A?
Do you see the mark? Like just that other side of A, do you see my mark on the map?
Uh-huh.
So kind of aim to go that direction because you got the mobility to get there first.
Oh, I see. Okay. I thought you meant like stop where I was at and...
No. So look at the map and go like right there.
Gotcha, okay.
And kind of use the hills that like you kind of see the hill right there. Use that as cover, and you can kind of aim on the opposite. So if you want to aim from that side to like over here, you can kind of see them if you like aim it right.
Oh, okay.
So do you see kind of how far out I am?
Yeah, just like I'm gonna turn around after I get these points here really quick.
Enemy forces have captured a zone. Allied forces have captured a zone.
Oh, that's the first tiger I've ever seen in this game.
We traded. I'll take that.
Forward! Roger, advancing!
I did not mean to take the full ammo load, but here we are.
Attention to the designated grid square.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing tigers.
Yeah.
God damn, that's like the 5th one I've seen.
Yeah, tigers are really popular at this VR. Up to the right. Holy shit. On my mark.
Attention to the map.
Bye bye. Okay, there's one from inside a B right around there.
Yeah, they're inside the building, and I can't like get a good look on them. I see him shooting, I just can't see him.
I'm about to get bombed, I know it.
gonna move up. Hey, Fort, what's up? Yeah, I wouldn't really say it's ratty. This is my first round with it. I just fired my first round and missed, so I'm gonna see how good it is, or at least attempt to.
Attention to the map.
That was a hit. Didn't pin. Yep, didn't pin. Well, the M10 sucks. Or M18. Yeah, because I got AP set up for it. We're not using HE.
We don't have the advantage anymore. The enemy is winning. We must counterattack. Attention to the designated grid zone.
Oh, really? Lionel, thanks for the follow.
Attention to the map.
Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. Slowly but surely.
The enemy is winning. We've got to counterattack.
Where are they at? Where'd they go?
Roger, advancing.
Jesus, Sherman's a lot slower than that M18.
Yeah, I'm telling you that M18's best, like what it's got going for it is its speed.
Yeah, that's kind of what I noticed there. It's like, holy shit. Okay, the 76 actually got a kill.
Attention to the map.
Air 270. Halt. 300 meters.
probably spotted.
Air 140. Height 1,000 meters.
Let me see where it came from.
Oh shit.
Pushing up.
Be careful from your left. Like if as you pull forward, there's I'm gonna find this dude.
Oh, I see him over there.
Yeah, he's getting smacked pretty hard right now. Oh.
They get him? They got him.
Target hit. Air 120. Height 200 meters.
Trying to get a beat on this dude. Oh, I see him. I see him.
Yeah, he's in that bush right there. I'm hitting him, and he's not killing him yet. but-
Non-pen. I might. Oh, is he dead? Yeah, he's dead
Yeah,
now.
someone got him.
Okay. Good shit. Nice spot on him.
Target hit.
He's got a bush on him. That was a kill assist.
Do you see my mark? There's a SPA like over here somewhere.
Hang on. I'm looking at him.
140.
He's getting hemmed up right now.
1,000 meters.
Not seeing him yet. Damn it. Yes, you can. There's my AA tank here.
Forward. Roger. Advancing.
Come on, bring him over here.
Sight on me. On me.
I think they just have an airplane up in the air.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking shots at right now. Trying to, anyways.
Yeah, they got 2 guys alive, so. Damn, I got 7 kills this match? That's crazy. I didn't even notice that. 7 kills, 2 assists.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close. Allied forces have captured a zone.
He's staying so high up there, I can't really hit him.
Yeah, it's all good. Like, we've got them 3 caps, so unless they spawn an actual tank, like,
Right.
oof.
I got your duo.
Yeah, your barrel's gone, buddy. Yeah, you might want to back up on that one.
I thought this plane went down over here. I'm coming over here to look. I didn't see an explosion.
That's game.
That is game.
Mission accomplished.
See? 6-0's not bad, right?
It's not bad. I feel like I need some bigger guns still, but
I think it might not be necessarily the bigger gun, maybe the round. Like, because, you know, you have to, like, get a better round, right?
yeah, because I'm using AP because that's all it has, and the next round I can unlock for the M4A1 is a APCBC.
Armor piercing cap, ballistic cap.
Yeah,
So yeah, those can be pretty good. Honestly, it all depends on how you use it too. So like where you're hitting the tanks, knowing weak spots is important at all BRs, but like it truly is just like just keep grinding uh just keep grinding out the tanks themselves to get the upgrades, and like you'll find that you're just you're doing more damage, or you're consistently getting more spalling to kill more crew members and stuff like that.
right.
But I think one of the main things is like you kind of have to just find a place to hunker down that you know is like safe or relatively safe, and
Mhm.
just like keep your head on a swivel and like continually be looking for new targets that pose a threat or whatever. So
Right.
um and like don't get me wrong, like you just saw, like I had like 3 or 4 bad games where I'd like didn't get any kills or only got like 1 kill, and then everything kind of works out. Like this game where I got 7 kills and 3 assists. You just have to be patient. That's like the big thing, is like not rushing out, because you may not see anybody, but somebody might have a sight line on you, and that's like
Right.
that's when things get dangerous or whatever. So yeah,
That's fair.
patience is really important in this game, and that's what took me so long, is like
Getting used to
figuring
that.
out, yeah, figuring out to like how to be aggressive and how to be patient,
For sure. But alrighty, man. I am going to be calling it a night here, I think.
Yeah, no worries. Like I said, I'll keep looking at the ACS, and keep thinking of new questions to ask.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll kind of go from there, and then I'll hit you up on Discord if I have any questions from the program or anything that I'm using.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good, man.
Alrighty, man. You have a good one.
You too. Later.
See ya. Alrighty, chat. I am calling it a night here, so hopefully you guys all have a good morning. I will catch y'all here later. And until then, y'all have a good evening.